there is that saying, I told you so. And then there's all the others that goes, I know, yeah, I do know, because we are moms. But we're talking about a mom's intuition, and it is Mother's Day on Sunday. Just know that your mom knows. Nikki Bush is in the house.
Now, if you're a parent, have you ever had that sixth sense that your child may be in danger or in need? Well, you're not alone. According to new scientific research, many mothers around the world experience a deep intuitive blood bond with their child, often referred to as a mother's intuition or that sixth sense. Now, joining us in the studio this morning to talk more about this phenomenon is creative parenting expert Nikki Bush. Always good to have you here, Nikki.
Thank you, Kat.
So tell us more about this phenomenon. Is it something that all mothers have?
All biological mothers definitely have this. And I experienced it myself many, many times with my children, particularly when they're little. And you would roll over in bed at night and wake up and know that your child was walking down the passage. But my husband would be lying fast asleep next to me, completely oblivious. Wow. So how do mothers know this? And I started researching it.
Yes.
And there's something called germ plasma, which is this energetic bond between mothers and their children. But you mentioned some latest research, and in 2014, they discovered, when they did some experiments on pregnant animals in the lab, they induced heart attacks that were not lethal. And after the birth of the babies, they looked at the hearts of the mothers,
yes,
and they discovered fetal cells, stem cells, that had migrated to the heart to help fix it.
Oh my goodness.
So actually, mothers carry within their brains and their hearts forever stem cells of their children.
That is extraordinary information. So how then do mothers work at developing or perhaps strengthening this mother's intuition?
Really, Kat, I think at the end of the day, it's trusting that feeling when it comes. And it's that gut feeling that we talk about, that intuition, that we know something's up.
Yes.
And the more you trust it and the more you prove that it's true, the more you will lean on it.
So how do you do that? How do you test or prove that it's true?
Well, I guess, you know, you tap into it and you check it out, and you know your child is in trouble, or your child is stressing over an exam, or your child has fallen off the jungle gym at school. You knew. Something told you something had happened. You go and pick them up from preschool, and sure as Bob, there's been a problem.
So does that mean necessarily when you have that feeling to maybe, if your child has a mobile phone, SMSing them and finding out, are you okay? And if you do that, does that not kind of increase tension, make them feel like, Mom, stop worrying already?
I think it depends on the kind of relationship you have with your child. But I have spoken to many mums who've said exactly that. They've had the sixth sense, they've SMS'd their child to find that actually there was an issue and their child needed help.
Yeah.
So I would trust it. Obviously, you don't want to be, you know, this hovering parent. But what we're talking about is not little stuff. We're talking about when there really is a problem. So I tend to feel that we should trust it, because so often we get so busy that we shut down our intuition. So mothers need to tap into that.
Yeah, well, we'll surely work at doing that, at least getting the advice from you to do that. And we'll be continuing our conversation with Nikki Bush a little bit later on. We're talking about mothers, their children, and that motherly intuition that you all have out there.